Hello everyone and welcome to the channel of Dave the Horse 123. In today's video we are going to be talking about the recent June update, kind of my thoughts on it, and kind of where I think the meta's at, along with the subclass changes and everything they did with that. So let's hop into the game and let's get into that. Oh, and we got the Anomaly. This is a good map to show off kind of what I was talking about with the meta. Kind of my overall impressions right now. It is a good meta that we're in. It is a special weapons meta. I'll get into that later, but right now it kind of feels like special weapons are kind of the primary used thing. Subclasses, kind of want to talk about those first, the changes to the hunters. So let's get into it. Night Stalker got a good change. A lot of people are upset about the shade step changes, but I'm actually not, because you get like more shade steps in between each. I don't know how to put this, but basically you get more shade steps because there's less like cooldown time. You don't have to like use it twice in a row. You can use it just once. Now all the people that liked using it twice in a row obviously are going to be upset, and I can see where they're coming from, but knowing that I only use it like once in a row, that really made me didn't really affect me, and it almost was like a buff to me because I get to use it more often, if that makes sense. The changes to the grenades are actually really good. The spike grenade for both Defender Titans and for the Hunters, great change. Wow, that was good. The Red Death actually killed in a fair amount of time. Oh man, that was poor. Oh, and speaking of hunter changes, did you see that throwing knife right there? I kind of want to talk about that and my opinions on that. So with throwing knives, they changed the amount. Wow, that was impressive. They changed the amount of damage on that. I disagree with that. That was not a problem, in my opinion. I never got mad at someone for using throwing knives, and I don't know what player base was getting mad at people using throwing knives, but it was probably people that were a little bit lower skilled, and maybe, I'm not saying I'm really that high skilled, but couldn't really deal with the throwing knives, and kind of had problems with that. I think that also with the Gunslinger, I wouldn't have changed nearly as much as what they did. I think that was unnecessary. The trip mine is one of the unnecessary changes, and I think it was unnecessary because if you walk into a trip mine, you should be punished for walking into that trip mine. Not just like, oh, you walked into a trip mine, that doesn't really matter. That was a terrible shadow shot. I tried to anticipate. Ugh. I'm just wasting these. Oh man. I don't even know what I'm doing. I feel like the Warlock changes. Well, actually, let's go on to Blade Dancer real quick. Blade Dancer, Blink, they're not really talking about the recovery of Blink as a whole, like as in player stat, whatever, recovery. They're talking about your gun recovery kind of slowing down. At least that's what my friend has told me. I don't use Blink, so I wouldn't know. I don't really like Blink. I think in year one it was how it should have been, personally. I know it was really powerful, but at the same time, there's a lot of powerful things in this game, and now they're getting limited to the amount of powerful things, and then they're just going to keep nerfing it to a point where there's no powerful things, and that part's going to get really annoying. Oh, he stole that guy's kill, and then he cleaned up the other one. That sucks. So, with the Blade Dancer changes as well, I think Skip Grenades definitely needed that change. I like the Ghost changes to like give you more ammo and stuff. That was pretty necessary in my opinion, because I did find myself running out of ammo, and I've actually noticed this change. It was good. The reason I'm using Last Words because it's kind of part of the meta right now, I feel. Definitely really strong part of the meta. That time to kill compared to other weapons is just too fast in my opinion. Because my problem with it is it's kind of like a sidearm that does more damage in the body, and it that's terrible. Oh no. Oh, Thunderstrike sniping me again. It does too much damage at the range that it does. I'd actually be okay with it if it didn't do so much damage at its ranges, but it does, unfortunately. Also with the Shadow Shot suppressing enemies right on impact, that was a good change. That was necessary. Now let's get into the weapon changes and kind of where I think that the weapon meta is in the next game. Looks like we're going back on the anomalies. Interesting, because they kind of removed that from the game where you have to go twice in a row on the same map with the same people. But these are some of the same people, and we're going on the same map, so, I mean, oh well. Anyway, for this game, I'm going to be using Blink, and it actually is player recovery. It isn't the weapon recovery, like my friend had previously thought. Oh, jeez. That wasn't smart. Thank God he's not playing. Where's his head? Where's his head? Where's his head? Oh. Oh, I don't have Shade Step. Man, this is so weird. Anyway. Moving on to the weapon changes. I've been using Last Word in the last game, and this one I wanted to use this really OP freaking gun. Now, I know it's a Strike exclusive. I know it's all that, but oh my gosh. I'm so used to triple jump. This is so bad. But this thing just melts, like, way too freaking fast. I think that the auto rifle changes were necessary, the high rate of fire. I almost feel like they need more of a nerf, personally. Skip grenades got the change that they needed, and I almost feel like the tracking could go down a little bit more on them. With the high rate of fire pulse rifles that did not get changed, I'm surprised that they didn't, because they were OP before they nerfed the other high rate of fire auto rifles and some of the other stuff that they nerfed, and now they just feel ridiculous. I think the hand cannon buffs were very, very good. Oh, interesting trip mine placement. Yeah, the hand cannon buffs were good. It kind of made Last Word even more good, and I thought that it was gonna change kind of how Last Word was. I thought the damage drop off would be a lot more. I thought, oh, finally Last Word will work in its intended range, but actually it's kind of working faster and better and just a little ridiculous than what previously it had been. Currently, I think Grasp of Malok, these high rate of fire pulse rifles, really, really OP right now. That was the worst Blade Dancer freaking ever. God, I have not used Blade Dancer in forever. I didn't even know he had Golden Gun. What? What? Okay, well, one of the changes that they said that they made with one of the changes that they said that they made with the front stab being nerfed so that it didn't do that anymore. It's still doing that, and that was not good. That's not what you want. You don't want to be hit like that, and I shouldn't have been able to kill him. I didn't expect to be able to kill him right there, but unfortunately that is what happened. I don't even fire Grasp of Malok as fast as it can go, and still wrecking with it. Anyway, I was surprised that melee worked like that. The changes to hand cannon's good. I think the overall meta is kind of a special weapons meta, unfortunately. One thing that should be changed is the amount of special ammo that you get. I think a nerf to the amount of special ammo you get, not the amount that you can hold, because that was not the problem before. And they nerfed the amount that snipers could hold, that all these things could hold, but honestly, that should be a tactic, holding on to your special ammo until you're gonna use it. Like, if you need to use it a lot, like, you should be able to do that. That shouldn't be a nerf that they do. Like, does that make sense? So, reducing the amount of special ammo that you get will definitely help. It was a good change to Blink, but I think that Quick Draw works a little too well with Blink, personally. But that's just my opinion. Of course, all these are just my opinion on everything. Oh, someone must have hit me from somewhere. Yeah, so it's a good meta, but I think that there could definitely be a lot better features to it, you know, like not OP stuff like what we have. So those are my opinions on the meta, kind of where I think subclasses and everything are, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Oh, by the way, I will be getting new internet soon, so expect to see some streams and everything. That will be coming next Monday. That will be, let me check the date really quick. That should be on the 27th is when I'm getting the new internet, and I'll be streaming a lot on Twitch, and you guys will be able to see me do more games like this, and I probably won't be using the meta weapons because those are really annoying in my opinion. But anyway, I hope I see you guys there, and I hope you guys hope to see you guys in the next video as well, and I'll catch you guys later.